in Phoenix. He tours all over the country. He's such a joy to watch. Everybody, please welcome to the stage the very funny Erick Esteban.
Chicago! Yo, okay, because I want to stipulate something. The flyer said that I was from Los Angeles. That's bullshit, okay? I live in Los Angeles, but I was born and raised in Chicago. That's right. Like, I gotta give a hand to the World Comedy Expo. This has been beautiful. This has been like such a full circle moment for me. I mean, 16 years is the first time I did sketch comedy yesterday at Annoyance, in 20 years in Chicago. Now I'm doing stand-up comedy at the Laugh Factory. This is some shit. I love this shit. Nah, but because I came up here in Chicago, as you can see, I'm ethnically ambiguous. In fact, my nickname is Miscellaneous Brown. But I am Filipino. Okay, just so y'all know, I'm Filipino, just so that make sure that the white folks aren't scared. I'm Filipino. Okay? And coming up Filipino in Chicago is hard. It's very hard because you don't get to see a lot of examples of Filipinos, or even Asians for that matter, on TV. But the first Asian I saw on TV was Bruce Lee. In the opening scene of Enter the Dragon, homie said, "Don't concentrate on the finger of your woman, oh, the heavenly glory." I'm not gonna lie, my dick was hard as a rock. I'm not gay, but Bruce Lee does it for me. He's a masculine dude, you know what I mean? But he was Chinese. A Chinese dude, so it wasn't really like, representation matters, nothing. It wasn't like, oh my God, that's me. But then I saw a movie called The Last Dragon. Y'all see the movie The Last Dragon? I'm gonna test y'all. Did you see the movie The Last Dragon? Who's the master? That's right, show enough. Show enough. For the people who haven't seen The Last Dragon was a kung fu movie made by Motown's Berry Gordy. So it was Bruce Leroy was the hero. And the show enough of Harlem was this big samurai black dude with an afro. And at the finale, okay, the whole karate dojo's fighting, and they're all fighting in this big, glamorous studio, and then this one little Filipino kid jumps off the stage with a double kick, and kicks these two dudes, and I'm like, oh shit! That bitch looks like me. And then I found out that was Ernie Reyes Jr. And then I found out that he was Filipino. And when I found that out, from that day on, that motherfucker was my cousin. And as I got older, Ernie Reyes, he started doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and, taking his shirt off, looking all sexy and shit. Y'all white girls in Chicago couldn't tell the difference. It was like, are you Ernie Reyes Jr.? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And if any of you were thinking that I was Ernie Reyes Jr., I apologize. Sorry, but it was a wonderful, lovely evening. No, but Ernie Reyes was great, but I'm not a karate guy. So I just wanted to be on TV. I want to be an actor. But I didn't see anybody. But then I saw a movie called The Rock. Now, in The Rock, when Sean Connery gets released from prison, and he beats up all the FBI agents in the hotel, and he's running through the hotel, and then he runs through the hotel kitchen, and there's a fat Filipino with a bunch of pots and pans, okay? And he runs into that fat Filipino, and that Filipino says exactly this. He says, "Huy, putang mo, hayop ka!" Now, in Tagalog, in Filipino, that means, "You son of a bitch motherfucker." And that motherfucker cussed out Sean Connery, and I was 15 years old, and I was like, holy shit! Rewind it. Yo, representation matters, y'all. But that wasn't the impetus for me to move out to Hollywood and follow my dreams. That was in a movie called Return of the Jedi. Now, Return of the Jedi, when the Jedis are landing on the moon of Endor, and Luke and Leia get separated, so Luke and Han and C-3PO are looking through the forest, and they're searching for Leia, and then Chewbacca grabs a piece of meat from the tree, and he pulls it down, and they all get caught up in his trap. And then R2-D2 busts them down and they all fall to the forest floor. Okay? And then they look up and they're all surrounded by Ewoks. Right? You remember this, right? And then they cut to 2 specific Ewoks. And I swear to God, you can watch this on Disney Plus. Watch it. Rewind it, watch it tonight. The 2 Ewoks say exactly this. They say exactly this. Listen very carefully. They say, "Huy, puno daw to." And the other one says, "Napakaganda." That's exactly what they say. Now in Tagalog, in Filipino, that means our net is full. That's beautiful. That's right, y'all. Ewoks are Filipino. Ewoks are Filipino, and when I saw that shit, I said, I'm gonna be in one of these fucking movies. And I'm gonna be the first Filipino Jedi. But everybody in Star Wars universe has an accent, right? The white folk got a British accent. The Asians have a Asian-y accent, right? I'm gonna play a Filipino Jedi. I'm gonna have a Filipino accent. I'm gonna play it like this. I'm gonna say, "Hoy, that is not the droid you're looking for. May the Force be with all of you. And Manny Pacquiao is still the best." For real, I would play a Filipino Jedi like my Filipino uncle, Tito Chito. Because he's my hero. He's a 55-year-old man, newly divorced. Homie's killing it on Tinder. For real. We went to a fancy lunch. He wanted me to go to a fancy, we were out in LA. He's like, "Eric, let's go to a fancy lunch. Let's go to Panda Express." So we went to Panda Express. I was like, "I'll just have a for here plate." Wait, why would you have a for here plate at Panda Express? At Panda Express, you always get to go because you always get more. That's Tito Chito wisdom, right? So I'm here with him, right? And he's like, "Eric, do you know about this Tinder? It's so easy to get the pussy." I'll explain it to you. Okay, there's girls there. There's girls. There's pictures. Okay? If it's a good one, you right swipe it. But if it's an ugly one, left swipe it. But here's the key. If she right swipe you, and you right swipe her, pussy. You know, when I was growing up in the Philippines, I don't have a chance to. I date only Filipino ladies, you know, because I'm Filipino. But now with Tinder, it's like Skittles. I can taste the rainbow. One day I have a white lady. The other day I have a Latina lady. But last night I went out with Lawanda. And she told me to call her chocolate. Tito Chito, that's so offensive. You don't call black people chocolate. That's racist. I'm not politically correct. If Lawanda wants me to call her chocolate, I'm going to call her chocolate. Besides, what's wrong with being called chocolate? Chocolate is delicious. But I will not kiss and tell. But I'm gonna tell you. Wakanda forever. That's my Tito Chito. He's Wakanda forever. He's gone black and he's never going back. No, I want to kind of. I always wear Jordans whenever I do shows anywhere. I just did some shows in Virginia. Just did some shows in LA. I always wear Jordans because I always rep Chicago. Whenever I do comedy, and also because Jordans are the only sneaker manufactured that make my penis feel bigger when I wear them. I said feel bigger, it's still small as fuck, but it feels bigger when I wear my Jordans. And I'll tell you why. I came up here in Chicago in the 90s. You could see the Bulls at the clubs. Like I shook Dennis Rodman's hand and engulfed, swallowed my whole hand, right? And one night I was at Excalibur, which I was walking down the street, and now I guess it's like some Asian Tao restaurant, which is whatever. But back in the day, in the glory days of the Bulls championships, it was called Excalibur. And they had these big ass round tables at Excalibur, like the Knights of the Round Table. And at one of these round tables sat Michael Jordan. Yes, that's right. I saw him. He was sitting right at the table. He's surrounded by these beautiful girls. So in the 90s, it was all this big ass hair girls, right? And I locked eyes with him. I locked eyes with Michael Jordan. It was everybody in the club, and the club's going crazy. And by some magical happenstance, I locked eyes with Michael Jordan. And I'm like, what do I do? Do I go say hi? What do I do? But just as I was about to react, okay, I was about to I'm gonna go see what, I'm gonna say hi to Michael Jordan, I'm gonna say hi to my hero. Just as I went up there, one of them big ass hairdos went right into his lap. Yes, that's right. She reacted so badly. She's like, oh my God, I've never thought Michael Jordan would get his dick sucked. Oh my God. But that's right. I cannot look, okay, just for legal purposes, I cannot confirm or deny whether his dick was out, okay? She could have been like teasing him, like rubbing him, like, some shit like that, you know what I mean? She could have been doing that. I don't know. I didn't see his actual dick, so I don't know whether if she was sucking his dick or not. I don't know what she was doing. All I know is that her head was in his lap, but I saw the big back of her, hair going up and down, okay? Now, while all this is happening, okay, that's why he's my hero. That's why he's my hero. Because that whole time, whether she was rubbing his shit like this, or she was going down on him all the way down the head, okay? He was not distracted. And he did not break eye contact with me at all. And for that reason, and that reason alone, Michael Jordan will always be my hero. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't got no better jokes than that. My name's Erick Esteban. Thank you so much.